it's like I'm learning Zoom again. Here, I want to show you guys. All right, hold on. Gallery, there we go. Okay, so yeah, just so you guys are caught up. Many of you guys, some of you guys take lessons with me. Some of you guys just like have hung out with the brigade. Some of you guys have done some of our other group classes like Chops and Coffee. Jason, you've done that. So yeah, thank you guys for the support over the years and all the stuff that we've done, all the adventures that we've been on with Drum Brigade. But the Drum Brigade, just for the people who watch this later, or for the people who, you know, are new to Drum Brigade, or, you know, any of that stuff. You guys have heard me say this a million times, but Drum Brigade is like kind of a special community, especially in the drum community, because we base everything on acceptance, belonging, camaraderie over competition, and it's all about that. And so our motto is camaraderie over competition, because many of us drummers feel inferior like when we're around other drummers. So this is not the place for that. Drum Brigade is the community where camaraderie over competition lives. And so we believe that, like, first of all, you should never feel inferior doing what you love to do. For us, that's drumming, right? And then two, when you get rid of that inferiority complex, dude, you can really perform at your full potential. You have nothing holding you back. Even if you mess up, it's like your friends high five each other. You know, your friends aren't like, well, watch this, I'm going to do it right. You know what I mean? So that's helped me to progress as a drummer. That's helped my community to progress as a drummer. And it's helped me to make a lot of friends and admire a lot of drummers in our community. So I want to be clear about that, so that we don't have any like feelings of like, oh man, I shouldn't be here, this class isn't for me, or anything like that. This is like for everyone, for all of us, even if you're a beginner, even if you're advanced, whatever. This is a place for you. All right. All right, cool. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about some drum fills. Yeah. All my lessons, I start with a warm up. Can you guys hear my voice, first of all, and my drum?
Very well.
Yeah.
Too loud? All right, cool.
It's good EQ.
Cool. So, okay, all my lessons, I start with kind of like some positivity, or like catch up, you know, how you guys doing, all that stuff. We kind of did that off camera, or off when we weren't recording. I always try to start with like some motivation, or talk about stuff, you know, how we can improve as drummers mentally. I use a lot of sports analogies, stuff like that. That's my approach with this. So this lesson is kind of like that. It is a little bit long-winded, I'll admit. I do like kind of explain a lot of things and talk about a lot of different concepts, but it is really good, even if you're like a super well advanced drummer, or like this is your first time trying drum fills. And this is one of my like fundamental things that I teach in almost every lesson. Finn knows, like I talk about this every single time. For a few years, it was 3 pillars to building a cool drum fill, and now it's 4 pillars to building a cool drum fill. I think actually Finn is the one that helped me to develop the 4th one. So we'll get into that in a minute. But I always start my lessons too with a warm up. So today's warm up is going to be a very, very easy one. It's a video warm up that I have already pre-recorded. It's 8 and 8 equals 16. A lot of you guys have done this a million times with me, but if you haven't, it's 8 eighth notes on your right hand. Let me just give you a better view. So 8 eighth notes on your right hand. So you can either count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you're going to switch to your next one. You can also count like correctly 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And many of my students say sausage for their eighth notes. Sausage, 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 sausage. Okay. 8 eighth notes on your right, 8 eighth notes on your left, and then 16th notes for a full measure. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and we do that over and over again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, over and over and over again. This is a 5-minute warm up. It goes faster and faster and faster and faster. It starts off really slow. You guys are seeing my hands move, but not me talk. Okay, so it starts really, really slow, and then progresses until, and then there's 5 rounds where it progresses, and then there's a lightning round, which is pretty fast. Everybody with me? 8 and 8 equals 16. 8 eighth notes on your right, 8 eighth notes on your left, 16 notes together. I'm going to re-explain that in this video, but here we go. If everybody wouldn't mind muting, I'm going to mute everyone. so that we're not all listening to each other in like different times. All right, so everybody's muted. I'll stay unmuted and I'll play along with the video. Here we go. What's up, guys? I hope everyone's
Don't
doing
make fun of
good.
my acting
This is
skills.
An 8 and 8 equals 16 challenge. What we're gonna do is play 8 and 8 equals 16. Eighth notes on our right hand, eighth notes on our left hand, 16 notes on both hands. We're gonna play it for a minute each. Each time after a minute, we're gonna go faster. We're gonna play it for 5 minutes. Are you guys ready? 8 and 8 equals 16. 1 minute each time, going faster for 5 minutes total. Let's get it. Starting with our right. Left. 16s. While we're doing this, we're trying to use our wrists, not grip the sticks too much. Relax our shoulders. Sitting up straight. Advanced guys can do doubles on the 16 notes if you want, but like still keeping 16 notes. You can also play paradiddles if you want. I like playing doubles with it. is the last fast one. Almost there. I think we got a bonus round. Yes. Oh man. What happened, Finn? We're going fast. Make sure you're relaxed. Breathing. Letting those notes flow. Using your wrists. Not overthinking. All right. Great job, guys. I hope you guys did well with that, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right. How'd you guys do? Thumbs up if you did good. Good. All right, cool. Good. All right, great. All right, great job. So I forgot to mention if you guys all want to go back and watch that or go back and do that warm up again or whatever, there's ways to make it more advanced. So if that's a little too easy for you, of course you can speed up the tempos and all that stuff. But what the advanced guys, I like to add an ostinato. So playing like a pattern on our feet. So you can do like eighth notes, 1 and 2 and oops. Or like a different ostinato, like a samba kind of thing. That's really hard, as you can tell. Okay, so just some ways to, make it more difficult. Even different ostinatos, like something like that. Any of those will work, and then you can play doubles on your hands, paradiddles on your hands, all that kind of stuff. That's a different lesson. This is just our warm up. All right, guys. So let's get into our actual lesson for the day. All right. Very cool. Let me get this. All right. So we have what are these called? Like when you do like not a demonstration. Like for a business, you have like I don't know what the word is. I'm blanking. I'm thinking drums right now, not business stuff. Like a meet. Jason knows what I'm talking about. I see. Just like
I'm gonna need a little more to go on than that.
Okay. When you have a presentation at work and you're like in an office and you're like, oh, let me show you guys. What is that? You cut out.
Yeah, no, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. Anyways.
Anyway, the PowerPoint.
PowerPoint presentation.
Oh, that was it? Okay, yeah.
All right. Gosh. All right. So first step, we have 4 pillars to our building awesome drum fills. The first pillar to our drum fills is notation. Okay, we need notes to play or play something, right? You have to have notes. What are some examples of notes? Well, we have, so these are like the notes or the pizza toppings that we're using for our drum fills. All right, so we're playing our drum fill. Okay, we need notes, right? So example of our notes, quarter notes, eighth note triplets, 16th notes, 16th note triplets, 32nd notes, 32nd note triplets, 64th notes if you're really, really good. We can do subdivisions, like different combinations of those notes. So you can do like diddle versions of those notes. There's so many different notes, right? There's different combinations of notes. So we need some notation to start our drum fills. We need notation. So here's some examples of notations. I have pizza toppings written there. All my students know about that. So in this sheet, we have quarter notes. We call those cheese, eighth note triplets. So the pizza topping stuff, we'll go over that in next week's beginner lesson. This is just, we're going to use some of these as an example. You guys know all your notation, so we'll just continue as planned with using this, not explaining what all these notes are. But anyways, quarter notes, eighth note triplets, 16th note triplets, and 32nd notes are written there. And how you count those, and then what pizza toppings we use in my lessons. All right, those are some examples. Here's some more examples of like some combos. So we have cheese, sausage. It looks like chicken scratch because I just wrote with my Apple Pencil on there. But it's written how you would say it on like, at Count It For Real, like cheese, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, sausage, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and pineapple. We have some combos, pineapple, cheese, like eighth note triplets, quarter note. We have some combos of like eighth note, 2 16th notes, anchovy, or 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, and a cheesy bread or garlic bread is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Can you guys tell I love pizza? I love pizza. So good. Okay, so anyways, these are all combinations of like some stuff to get us started. We don't have to know all of these. We don't have to be able to read this whole sheet of sheet music or any of that stuff. I'm not going to ask us to start it on measure 1 and end with 32nd notes. But these are all different things where we're going to just build some one measure fills together today. Okay, so our first example is notation. All right, so one that we're really, really comfortable with, and I think that we should start with, is either sausage or pepperonis. And then when we take this to the next level, we'll use pineapples or pineapples. Okay, so that's eighth notes and 16th notes, sausage, pepperonis, eighth notes, 16th notes, or pineapple. So pineapple's eighth note triplets, pineapple is 16th note triplets. Okay, everybody with me so far? Those are the notes that we're going to probably try to use for this lesson. Okay, first pillar, notation. So when we're learning a drum fill, the first thing that I want to look at is what notes are we playing, or what combination of notes are we playing? All right, and then that'll help me to be able to determine our next step. So normally when we hear really cool gospel chop fills, we're listening to 16th note triplets or 32nd notes or 32nd note triplets because they're really fast, they're really choppy. That's really cool. I love playing triplety fills. But yeah, we'll continue on. So our first thing that I look at is what is our notes? What is our combo of notes? What is our notes? That's it. Just our first pillar is notation. Our second pillar is sticking. What is our sticking pattern? Okay, so that is written here, some examples. What is our pattern that we're playing? What is our rudiment that we're playing? What is the combo that we're playing, or the variation that we're playing? Okay, so that is in our notes. It is our notes, but we're using it together with our notes. So our notes is what pizza topping we're using, or like 16th notes, eighth note triplets, any of those. Our sticking is like what rudiment are we using? So are we using singles? Are we using paradiddles? Are we using Swiss triplets? Are we using flams? Are we using a combo? Like there's a combo example here. Maybe a pattern like a triplet pattern, right, left, or left, right, or a kick pattern combo like right, left, kick, right, left, kick. Different patterns, right? These are not the only ones, they're just examples. Okay, so pillar number 1, notation. Pillar number 2, what sticking are we using for that notation? Okay, I'm going to demonstrate all this. This is just an explanation. Everybody with me so far? Thumbs up. Good. All right. Sticking, notation. Third, I'm moving fast, but we're going to come back to all these. Oh yeah, so our notation examples for like say for example, we have like sausage. We're going to use sausage as our drum fill. So we have the notation. We're using eighth notes. That's measure number 2, eighth notes. And then we need to know what sticking I'm using. So if I want to go, all right, that I'm already jumping ahead, but I'm using sausage and I'm using a single stroke roll, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay. That's the explanation of our notation and our sticking. Okay, well, next, our pillar number 3 is our orchestration. Orchestration is how the heck do we put it on the drums? Okay, well, yeah, there we go. What drums do we use for our drum fill? And like, how do we put pillar number 1 and pillar number 2 into action onto the drums? We're orchestrating it. Okay, so we're creating this drum fill now. So again, let me go back to our first example. We're going to use sausage. Here, let me go back to this. We're going to use sausage. So that's our notation. We're going to use a single stroke roll, which is right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay. And then we're going to use an orchestration playing right, left on the snare, right, left on the rack tom, right, left on the floor. So that's sausage, 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 sausage. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so we have our 3 pillars. We have our notation. We're using eighth notes. We have our sticking, right, left, single stroke roll. And we have our orchestration, snare, snare, rack, floor. 3 pillars so far. All right. Okay, so our last one is dynamics. So dynamics means adding some flavor to your fills with different volume levels of notes. Does everybody know how to play like Wipeout? Wipeout is very easy. It's just a 16th note pattern, but then they add accents to it to make it sound cool. Okay, so all I'm playing, if I take away the accents, I'm just playing 16th notes, pillar number 1, right, left, a single stroke roll, pillar number 2, on my rack tom, pillar number 3, and then I'm accenting on pillar number 3 to make the Wipeout drum fill. Make sense? Those are our 4 pillars. As basic can be. So when people are like, can you play Wipeout? You're like, dude, Wipeout is so basic. It's basic because notation's easy, 16 notes. Orchestration or sticking is easy. It's just a single stroke roll. We just did our single stroke roll in our warm up. And number 3, it's the orchestration couldn't be more easy because it's on the rack tom only. 4 is going to be a little bit more easy if you've never done accents or you're not used to doing accents. Okay, well that's kind of a weird accent pattern. So now this gets more and more complicated as we go. So let's start putting this into action. All right. So pillar number 1, notation. Pillar number 2, sticking. Pillar number 3, orchestration. Pillar number 4, dynamics. These are all the examples. All right. So let me go back to this and let's start using some of these. Let's start going over some of these together. All right. Okay, so I said sausage, pepperonis, pineapples, and pineapples. So let's do sausage together. Let's use sausage for right now. Let's go over a few different orchestrations and notations and all that stuff. Okay, so let me get out of this. Let me stop sharing. Are you guys there? Sorry, I missed it. There we go. My computer's acting weird. There we go. He's still there. Okay. So what I like to do with all my students is take the very basic sausage, be in this position, so floor tom and snare. Okay. And then if we take one of those pillars and change it, that creates a whole new drum fill. So if we do a single stroke roll on our floor tom and snare, All right, so we have our regular drum fill using eighth notes, and it's all right. But now let's change one of those elements to 16th notes. Okay, so pepperonis, 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2. Here I go. Okay, but now let's change another one of those elements. So now if we change another one of those elements, so instead of, we'll keep the notation the same, we'll keep the orchestration the same, we'll keep the accents the same. Let's just do doubles instead of singles. We have a different drum fill. So our notation is the same, our orchestration is the same, but our sticking is different. All right, let's change the orchestration again. So now our orchestration, let's do paradiddles instead of 16th note doubles. Let's do 16th note paradiddles. So paradiddles, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. All right. If you guys don't know paradiddles, join the beginner class next week. All right. So here I go. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Paradiddle, paradiddle, here I go. Okay, let's change that orchestration again. Okay, so now instead of just putting it, let's still play paradiddles, but now let's move like the accent to the first note on the toms, okay? So paradiddle, accent those, paradiddle, 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 and then all the diddles are on the snare. Okay, all you guys should know this or maybe have practiced this before, but okay, so orchestration's different. We're still using 16th notes. We're still using paradiddles. Those are our two first pillars. Our third pillar is changed. Now that's our accent on the first note and tom on the first note. All right, and then our fourth one, now we've added accents on those toms. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Where are you at? 1, 2, ready. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. 1, 2, one more time. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Let's do one more orchestration of that, maybe 2. 1 or 2 more orchestrations of that. Okay, so I love, as you guys can see, I'm starting a pattern here where I love changing my orchestrations. Those are my favorite things to do. That's how you come up with so many different combos. But if you change one element, it opens up a whole slew of different ways. Okay, let's play both the para notes on the toms. Para, diddle on the snare. Para, diddle, para, diddle. I'm moving kind of fast because this is like, but this is kind of, it's cool. It's a cool one. Okay, so first element, notation, we're using 16th notes or pepperonis, right? Second, our sticking, yes, we're using paradiddles. We haven't changed those 2 elements. 3, we're putting it on a different orchestration. So toms on the para part, and then diddles on the snare. Para, diddle, para, diddle. Okay, and then accents, we can accent the first 2 notes if you want. Para, put those like snare notes as ghost notes. If you want to change the dynamic, that adds some color. Okay, so 2, start with our beat. Hey. I'll count us in. 1, 2, paradiddle, paradiddle. Ooh, that's nice. Ready, go. One last time. 2, ready. All right, so I love that. Let's change one more thing. So now we've done some different orchestrations, but let's take that to the next level. This is for the advanced guys. So let's play 30-second notes. Change the first thing. Instead of 16th notes, let's do 30-second notes. So twice as many, twice as fast. Okay, so if that's challenging, it's supposed to be. We've changed one of the elements. All right, so not 16th notes, 30-second notes. 1E and a 1E and a 2E and a 2E and a 3E and a 3E and a 4E and a 4E and a boom. Okay, twice as many. We'll slow down the beat a little bit. I should be playing this with a metronome, but okay, you guys with me? You guys down to try it? Advanced guys, if you're not advanced or you just feel that's too fast, go ahead and keep doing 16th notes. All right, if you want to step it up, we can add a different orchestration. So we're still using the same sticking, paradiddles, single paradiddles. We're still using the same accents, but our notation is different, 30-second notes. And our orchestration can be different. I love this orchestration. So ride with our kick. That's our paradiddle. Okay. Yep. And then left, right, snare, snare. I don't know if I can do that 30-second notes. Wow, that's hard. It sounds so cool, though. Sounds so cool. Okay, so this would be a pattern that I would be like, oh, can I do this as 30-second notes? Okay, let's try it. Let's slow down the tempo, and then let's like try that over and over again. And then this would become my new chop. It wouldn't be like, I'm not thinking, what are my 4 elements before I jump into this fill? I'm just thinking, okay, remember that chop I worked on? This led me to that chop. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, let's try that. So let's play our beat. I'm gonna try it on the toms first. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 30-second notes. Yeah. Finn, it's paradiddles. So paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. I'm gonna play the 16th notes this slow so everybody's on the same page. So that's pepperoni, pepperoni, 1E and a 2E and a here I go. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Okay, 30-second notes. Paradiddle, 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 crash. 2, here I go. Ah. I can't do that one yet. Okay, back to the toms. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love it. All right. Okay, is everybody with me so far? So we kind of went down a rabbit hole with paradiddles, but we're still using our 4 elements. Okay, so if we're not really familiar with paradiddles or whatever, then this could be difficult. So let's do something where you don't have to know a specific rudiment. Let's get into triplets. All right, so triplets are great. I love triplets. They're so much fun and they make all your drum fills sound amazing. Okay, so we're gonna still stick to the 4 elements though of our rudiments. Okay, so of our drum fills. Notation, we're using 8th note triplets first. 8th note triplets. Okay, our second one is gonna be our sticking. So for right now, we're gonna play right, left, 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 right, left. Triplets. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. I'm already jumping ahead and playing our 4th pillar on my snare. But so far, 8th note triplets. Second, we're using a single stroke roll. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And then third, orchestration. We got to come up with a cool orchestration. So let's just do the first one that we did. Let's do pineapple or 8th notes. 8th note triplets, leading with our left to our rack tom, leading with our right to our second tom if you have a second tom or your floor tom. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. I'm gonna do two pineapples or eighth note triplet groupings on my floor tom. So mine's gonna sound like this, and it's gonna look like this. Crash. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. Crash. All right, we're gonna take this to the next level and the next level and the next level, just like we did in the first one. All right, so we're not gonna change those elements for right now. We're just gonna use eighth note triplets, single stroke roll, snare, rack, floor, floor, and no accents. Those are our 4 elements. Everybody with me? Da 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 da. Crash. That's our drum fill. Ready, go. Start with a beat. Da 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 da. Boom. That's our drum fill. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. Crash. Okay, 1, 2, here we go. Da 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 da. Crash. 2, ready, go. Da 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 da. Crash. 2, ready, go. Okay, simple, right? Let's change up one of the elements. So let's change the orchestration, my favorite. Okay, still using single strokes. Let's add a 4th element, the accents. So let's do the same thing that we did with the paradiddles. So we'll play the first note of each triplet on the floor tom. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. All right, so pineapple, 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 crash. All right, this one's a fun one. Everybody loves this. Okay, so you can do that on the snare too with those accents. A lot of us do our accents like that, or our triplets like that. Okay, so yeah, different orchestration, but the notation's the same, sticking's the same. Accents, we're accenting the first note of the triplet. Do-da-da, 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 boom. All right, start with our beat. 2, ready, go. So do-da-da, 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 boom. All right, one more time. Do-da-da, 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 boom. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready. Let me make this thing, just realize that, like, if you're watching this later, my screen is going to be really little. But see here, Jason is the one that's All right, sorry guys. Spotlight for everyone. There we go. Okay, 2, ready, go. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. 1, 2, ready, go. Slow that down to this tempo, just so everyone's with us. We're all together. So, boom da da, boom da da, boom da da, boom da da, boom. 2, ready, go. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. Crash. 1, 2, ready, go. Pineapple, 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 crash. Okay, let's change up one of our elements again. So this time, instead of doing single strokes, let's do a different pattern. So let's do right, left, left pattern. Right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. So we can get to the same destination, I guess, with this fill. You know, and it sounds the same, but maybe it's hard for you to go around the toms doing this single stroke. Okay, well, that's where it gets different. So when we start changing our orchestration and our sticking, man, we have a cool sounding drum fill. When we accent the first note and then those 2 diddle notes that we do on our left, da, 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 if those two dots on our lefts are ghost notes, man, does that sound like an amazing fill. So accenting the first one, ghost noting the second two. All right, so let's do a different, well, let's do the same orchestration for right now. Right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. Same orchestration, same notation, different sticking, same accent, actually. All right, you guys with me? 2, ready, go. 1, 2, da 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 da. I started reverse. Let's start with the 4 tone. 1, 2, ready, go. Ready, go. One more time. 1, 2, ready, go. All right. Okay, so now let's do one more orchestration with that before we change another element. Okay, so this time I want to accent on the snare first. Okay, right, left, left. Sticking's the same as the last last drum fill. Notation's the same as the last drum fill. Accents are the same as the last drum fill. Our orchestration is changing. Right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. So, yeah. Okay, makes sense. Right, left, left. This sounds really cool because there's an accent and then 2 ghost notes. That's the differentiation. That's a big word. The difference that's adding the flavor to our drum fill, adding the different, even though it's on the same snare, on the same drum, right, left, left. Okay. All right, let's start it. Let's try it a couple times in a row. 1, 2, ready, go. Ready, go. 1, 2, ready, go. Couple more. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, last time. Ready, go. Okay. Okay, guys. So, basics. Those are the basics. Advanced, guys. Let's play this same fill as 16th note triplets. So pineapple, 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 pineapple. 1 and a 1 and a 2 and a 2 and a 3 and a 3 and a 4 and a 4 and a. Okay. Okay, so let's try that at a slower tempo, and let's try that together. All right, and then let's try some different orchestrations. So first, the same orchestration that we just did as 16 note triplets. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. I always forget. Let's not kick it off so fast at first. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, pineapple, 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 pineapple. Again, 1, 2, ready, go. Let's do a couple more. 1, 2, ready, go. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. Last time. 1, 2, ready, go. All right. Everyone good? Everyone with me? Good? Okay. Cool. Now, advanced guys, even intermediate guys or beginner guys, whatever, we can start adding different elements to this. So how will we make this come alive or give us new ideas? Well, all we have to do is change one of those elements. Just change one of them. So instead of right, left, left, why don't we change this sticking pattern? So instead of right, left, why don't we do like right kick, kick, left kick, kick, right kick, kick, left kick, kick, crash. So advanced guys, 30 or 16 note triplets. You gotta have 3 kicks at the end. So 16 note triplets. Ready, here I go. So I added like a different orchestration there. Okay, advanced guys, if you want to take that to another level. So now we're using a different sticking pattern. We're putting a kick drum in there. Right kick, kick, left kick, kick, right kick, kick, left kick, kick. What if we started incorporating like maybe our hi-hat, or starting in different directions, maybe starting on the floor, maybe putting floor and hi-hat. So let me see. Oh my gosh, that's too fast. Man, that's so fast. Oh my goodness. So. All right, now we're starting to get into like kind of gospel chop sounding cool little licks, right? Even as eighth note triplets, though, that's a really awesome fill. Instead of right, left, why don't we just do both hands on the floor tom and play our kick in between? Okay, you still have to have 3 kicks at the end, so why don't we do kick, kick, snare, and floor? So kick, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, and floor, snare. Eighth note triplets. All right, we've switched up one of the elements, right? Okay. So, do you guys get this concept? Everybody get this idea? 4 elements. Who can tell me what the 4 elements are? You guys can unmute yourselves now. What's the first one? Okay, Chris.
Notation.
Yeah, we got notation.
Very good. Notation. Okay, what does notation mean? What is that? What are we using for notation?
How you play them?
Yeah, okay. How you play them? How do you play what? Ooh.
Subdivisions.
Okay, subdivisions is one of them. Yeah, good. Finn, got us?
Divisions.
Divisions? Okay, yeah. Notation, like notation, like, can you give me an example of notation that we could use? Or pizza toppings.
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni, good.
Your garlic bread, bro.
Garlic bread, yeah, that's good. We call it garlic bread or cheese bread. There's other ones on there. This is just like our lesson. Okay, so there's other ones on there. We've used only 4 examples, but really 2 examples. We used sausage and pepperoni.
Sausage.
Yeah,
Pepperoni.
and then
Pineapple, which doesn't belong on pizza, by the way.
I know, dude. Trust me, I hear that all the time. But there's others. There's like different combos. So think about this, advanced guys. The last one that we just did using triplets with that really cool combo: kick, kick, snare, kick, snare, or backwards, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, or whatever. Right kick, left kick, right. Think about if you start adding different rudiments. So we messed with paradiddles for a little while. But think about if we started using Swiss triplets. Think about if we started using flam taps. Think about if we started using hybrids like maybe Hertas, you know. Think about if we started adding different elements in there. So like maybe putting a kick drum before the Herta. Okay. Think about if we start putting flams in there. Think about all these different elements. We're just changing one element. That's just our sticking pattern. Then we can try like the paradiddle thing that we did. Think about playing a 4-note pattern of a paradiddle, but into triplets. So now we're putting it into groups of 3. That suddenly turns into an over the bar kind of feel. And then if we start messing with the orchestration on top of that, we're coming up with new ideas. We're incorporating our hi-hat. We're putting in maybe 2 kicks like paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. Okay, that's a really common one. You know, we're opening up like a plethora of different ideas for our drum fills. Even simply, we have different notation. We have subdivisions of different notations, so we don't have to use all pepperonis or all pineapples or all eighth notes, all eighth note triplets. We can do like eighth note, you know, eighth note, 16th note grouping, quarter note, eighth note, you know, so sausage, pepperoni, cheese, sausage, and then we can incorporate the 4 elements on all of those. You know what I mean? So change the orchestration, change the sticking pattern, maybe put in your kick drum if you want to add some fashion to it, and do like all kinds of stuff like that. It opens up a can of worm. Well, my wife says I shouldn't use opens up a can of worms because that's like that's
Negative.
It's kind of like you don't want to ever open up a can of worms. That means your food's gone bad. So I've apparently been using that in the wrong way for many years. Anyways, it opens up a bunch of different opportunities and possibilities for you to enhance your drum fills. So this really isn't a tool that you're going to use like on gigs. You will eventually, like you will kind of, this will lead you down the path to creating some new awesome chops that you can practice and then bring to your gig. But this is really like a practicing tool that you can use where you're like, today I'm just going to work on 16th notes. How many different combinations can I do in orchestrations just using 16th notes? How many orchestrations and sticking patterns can I do just using 16th notes? That already you're going to spend 8 hours of practice just doing that, or 2 hours or 3 hours, however long you practice, who knows? What if I ghost noted that? What if I added a kick on the first note, then the second note, then the third note, then the blah, 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 then the blah, blah, blah. I have sheets for all this stuff that keeps us going like crazy. Really, 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 really fun stuff to practice, especially like in your studio, I mean, in your drum solos, in your drum fills, all of that stuff. So for me, like I said, I like to get one of them down, practice it in as many ways as possible, then use that out of like on the fly rather than like kind of think about, you know, you don't want to be playing your drums and think about, oh my gosh, okay, what are the 4 elements? Which one am I going to change? You want to be able to just go to it, right? So this is a practice tool that's going to help you to get there. And then it's going to open up your brain to all these different possibilities on the fly. But you got to practice it. All right. So I had we're pretty much up against it, but I had like a song that we can practice that I use in my lessons that we all take turns like kind of doing a drum fill. But maybe I can like send it to you guys if you want to. It's just a goofy little song that we play. And
Sure.
it plays for 3 bars, and then there's a blank space for 1 full bar. And then that's where you can take on your different elements of like, you know, using the ones that we use today or coming up with your own or any of that stuff. And then I can also send you guys that cheat sheet of just some different notation combos that can get us started. Of course, there's many, many more. Of course, there's different ones. Of course, there's like Jason, you did a lot of cool warm up, like Nat's warm up with different combos of notes and all that stuff. So, okay, guys. So that's our group lesson for today. I hope you guys had fun and like I hope you guys learned something and can take something away from that. Before I go, though, I do want to let you guys know one more time about Drum Brigade and all the stuff that we got. You guys already know, but the people that might be watching this later down the road, you see Chris wearing a super fancy shirt. You see Jason with like an awesome backdrop that he has. Yes, supporting Drum Brigade in many different ways. Eric's been on the podcast for many years. Finn takes real lessons with me, like private lessons with me in-house and online. And you guys can see like on the side there, like over there, there's like a sweatshirt. There's all kinds of merch that we have. Also, I'm going to be doing these group classes every week. So there's going to be beginner ones and then more intermediate advanced. I don't want to do solely an advanced one. First of all, because those are really hard lessons for me to teach. But 2, I like to combine intermediate and advanced, kind of like what we did today. Hey guys, here's an easy version. Here's a more harder version. Let's try it as 32nd notes or 60 note triplets, that kind of thing. So yeah, if you guys want to do that, just check out drumbrigade.com anytime you can. And it's this one was a single lesson, but we're going to be having a monthly lesson program for group classes. Those group classes are going to be, if you sign up for the month, it's going to be a little bit cheaper than signing up individually. So if you guys want to do that, it'll help you guys out a little bit, and it'll help support the drum brigade and acceptance, camaraderie over competition, all of that jazz. You guys will be a part of the brigade. For all my students, there's some stuff. There's like some perks, discounts, all that stuff, stickers, and everything that come with being part of the brigade. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for your support and your help. And yeah, drum brigade, camaraderie over competition.
Drum brigade.